What's up, guys? Welcome to the continuation of me reacting to Myron's Fresh and Fit's I guess being on this show or whatever. I guess interview or back and forth, but let's get started.
And trauma, he's tried to dissect the female mind, and he has got it so wrong.
Is it easy for a woman to get sex?
Is it easy for a woman to get sex?
Yes.
Of course it is.
Is it easy for a man to get sex?
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Yes,
it's hard.
it is.
It's way harder.
I feel like you've had a really bad experience with getting women, because I know so many people that can just have sex.
Okay.
This is I had this I was having this like kind of debate or back and forth with a commenter, right? And they said that, okay, I just don't agree with this. That, okay, are you saying that average women have so much options, but average men don't have a lot of options? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And this person is, and a lot of people, right? I think men and women, but I think mostly women, always take their point of views, their opinions from their sphere of influence, from their, their little world, right? That they live in. Not the world that's outside of that little bubble of theirs. Because this is the thing, right? And I gotta try to take away that. I gotta stop saying where I'm saying that. But this is the thing. A lot of women, at least, let's say at a certain caliber, like let's say this woman, right? Her friends or the men that she knows, or the men that she surrounds herself with, those are top tier men. Those are not average men, right? Those are not men that are socially awkward around women. Those are not men that are not six-figure men. Those are men that's not that's not charming. These are men that are most likely charming. These are men that's most likely good looking. Most likely the men that she surrounds herself with don't have a hard time with women. And that's how women judge the rest of the world around them, right? So they think, okay, you know what? The men that are around me, they constantly having girls. They constantly having sex. They're constantly having an easy time. So all men, or let's say this, majority of men must be having such an easy time. No, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely, utterly ridiculous, because you can take some correlation. Let's say dating statistics. Most women, they would swipe left or swipe right, right? Where they like about 20% of men. On the flip side, men are swiping, are liking, let's say, 80% of women. So really, women are more selective. And here's the thing also, women have, through dating statistics, right? Women have said that they found most men unattractive. So really, you gotta think, if women find most men unattractive, do you think most men have it easy with women? No, they don't. This is the absolutely insanity or delusion, where a lot of women, they don't care or notice average men. They don't notice the mailman, the life of a mailman, the life of like the cashier, the life of the man that works at CVS, at McDonald's. They don't notice these men, because to them, these men are invisible. So to a lot of women, even average women, right? Average men, or a lot of times even below average men, are invisible to women. So these men make up the majority of men. Majority of men are average to below average. Because you gotta think, even 6-foot men, that is about, 20% of the population? So really, that's not the average. That is above average, right? Because that's a small subset of men. Let's say, even the good looks thing. Well, I said it. Most women find most men unattractive. So if you're attractive, well, that kind of shows you that you're above average, that you are a small subset of men. Even six figures, right? That is about 30% of the population, and that includes men and women. That includes, whatever gender you are, whatever sexuality you are, whatever race you are. It includes the whole spectrum of, the populace, right? So really, that's even a small subset of men. Most men are awkward. They're sometimes maybe deemed creepy. They're not. Maybe they're fat or obese or chubby. They're nerdy. They're geeky. They're not charming. They're not good speakers. So they don't talk to women well. That's most men. So that's why women like this are out of touch. And anyone that's like, oh, men have it easy, or men have a lot of sex just like women. No, they don't. Right? Because again, at the end of the day, women are a whole lot more selective than men. I mean, even the 304s, right? Even the women that give it out, they're still selective on who they give it out. They just give it out more often. That's what makes them, a 304 moniker, right? They give it off more often and give it to more of a huger range of men. But that doesn't mean they're still selective, right?
You know what? Let's have fun with this if you think it's so easy.
Go on.
I'm the girl. How you ever gonna riz me up?
What a shit question. I'm not a man. I would never riz you
I
up.
thought you said it was easy.
Yeah, because
It's easy. Riz me up.
I'm not a man.
I'm the girl.
I
Riz
don't
me
know how
up.
to riz people up.
Oh.
What the fuck? I wasn't here for that.
See, guys, I told you, girls have no game. She failed with rizzing me up.
Did you just ask me to riz him up? I think he's a bit gay. That's why he wanted to act like a woman. I knew it. I called that one, guys. But it is easy, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You go on it.
And that's the thing, right? When you disagree, when you don't fall in line, women would love to take a jab at your sexuality. So really, if you have standards, you have your own principles, you have your own opinions, that means you're gay? Because he was doing it to prove a point. And she's so illogical, she couldn't see that.
You date a few,
What does it take to get a date?
person. You just ask a girl on a date.
It's that easy.
If you're going for high value
You go on a
women
date
and you're
with every
ugly,
single guy?
no, absolutely not.
Okay.
Okay.
Would it be fair to say that you are very picky on who you go on dates with?
Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Very
You
fair.
just proved my point. Point proven once again.
I didn't say I would have sex with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm saying it's easy to have sex away from me, not
Okay.
with me, away from me. Yes, it is.
See, you said you were special earlier, right?
Yeah, I am
You
very
just gave
special.
the answer that every other girl gives.
I'm not that obtainable,
Okay.
but you
Congratulations.
know a lot of women
Every
are.
girl thinks like you do, even hoes.
I don't care what he says or how much work he's put in his calculations. He doesn't understand women.
It's easier for women to get sex. It's hard for men to get sex.
If you're ugly, probably.
Ugly as a man? Even attractive guys struggle.
That's a lie. That is a lie.
There's dating
You,
coaches
as
out
an
there.
attractive man,
Yeah.
you go to Ibiza or Marbella, somewhere like that. There's
How do I go to Marbella?
You fly there
How do I fly there?
on an aeroplane.
How do I get on an airplane?
You walk onto it with your legs, mate.
Oh, how do I get the ticket?
You buy one with your money. It's like 20 quid for a
okay,
flight.
and then,
If you ain't got 20 quid for a flight to Marbella, sweetheart, you got more problems
so,
in
well,
life than going to have sex
from
in
Miami,
Marbella.
it's way more expensive. And then Marbella, you think it's cheap
You're
to live
in
Mar-
Miami.
Is it cheap to live in
It's a city
Marbella?
of hosts, you said.
You're missing the big point of you have to have money, which isn't easy to acquire.
Not if you live in Miami and you've got all them hoes around you. You don't need anything, do you? Walk down the street.
You need to live in Miami is not cheap.
Okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
But you've obviously moved to Miami because you've established yourself in life. But I'm saying
But
if
that's
you
not
already
easy.
naturally live there.
That's not easy though.
Okay.
That's not easy.
I'm not disregarding your journey in life of where you came from, or any man's journey in life of building themselves up. But it is easy to obtain sex. As a good-looking man, you can walk up to a girl in a nightclub and 9 times.
Literally, she's like back and forth with her crazy ass ideas. She's not disregarding it. He says it's not easy. His journey to become what he is, whether you like this man or not, whether you like Fresh or Fit or not, it wasn't an easy journey for these men to get to the level that they've gotten to. It's not easy, okay? To become as fit as they are, maybe as successful as they are, as well off as they are. It's not an easy. It is not an easy journey. It is not, okay? So for her to just disregard, oh, it's easy. You literally just spitting on, their journey. because it's not. Because this is the thing, right? This is the thing where women seem to not be able to grasp. If something is easy, the majority, if not all, can do it. That's the thing. That's the thing that women seem to like just not understand.
Out of 10, if she's drunk enough, she's going home with you. I'm sorry, we
No,
live in
she's
a
not.
generation where women open their legs for fun. Yes, they do.
Yeah, girls are hoes, but you mistake that. Only a minority of men can actually pull this off. It's not easy to get girls at the club because you got to get table service, run game, all this other bullshit.
If you're a good-looking man,
it's not easy.
and you look good,
and
It's like this is God damn it. It's like that. This is why, right? I've said it to my friend. Oh, with your point of views, why don't you ever have a woman on to debate her and talk to her? Because of shit like this. I personally can't deal with it. I'm not looking to go viral or, like have arguments with women just to, get popular online. Because it will aggravate me, especially in person. Here's a woman thinking being good looking is easy. The difference is the perspective, okay? Men find most women good looking. Women find most men unattractive. So really it's like, yeah, she said if you're good looking, yeah, that's not easy. That's not common. It's just so happens that you, however you look, right? This woman surrounds herself with probably top tier good looking men. Great. That's who she sees probably every day. So to her, that is average. That's nothing special. But that is the problem. So that's why you cannot speak about the masses. Yes, you can talk about, a small, like you can talk about specific things, right? Specific things. You can't talk in generality because really when you talk in generality, you're talking about the majority. That's it, right? That's the majority. Even 51% is majority, right? Oh God, I gotta try to stop doing that. But that's the problem where women, I think predominantly women, they think about their little small sphere of influence. And they judge that, or they use that to judge the rest of the world. And that is always a terrible way of doing things. Because it does not accurately represent the world at large. Because this is the thing where, let's say, studies, right? Scientific studies or whatever kind of studies. They don't just go for, let's say, 10 people, 20 people, 30 people, right? Usually, to get a substantial or a more accurate view of, let's say, general the populace, right? Because it would be really crazy or maybe impossible to just survey every single person. But if you can do, like, say, a couple thousand, that will give you a good indicator on whatever the study is, right? So this is the thing where women, unless women knows thousands of people and thousands of people pretty well, then their ideas or what train of thinking is wrong.
most women find most men as unattractive.
Because most men are unattractive.
Okay, so there we go. So since it's difficult, it is respected. But since it's easy for women to get laid, it is not respected. So me having multiple women, going back to the whole loyalty thing, that's where we started,
Yeah.
is way different
Yeah.
than you going and having sex with another guy. Because I have to
I
earn my
understand that
ability
point.
to have
Yes,
multiple women.
I completely
You
understand
don't have
that
to earn
point.
your ability
But
to
just
have
because
men.
you've earned it doesn't mean you need to go and showcase that whilst you're in a relationship. If you've earned it, fantastic. Go and enjoy it. Just be single whilst you do it.
Hold on, why are your standards more important than mine?
There's no such thing as no one's standards are more important.
Yeah,
If your
because
standard is that you want to sleep with multiple women,
yes,
have the best time. Be
Exactly.
safe. Wrap it
Exactly.
up. Because,
because I had to earn that. But why should
'Cause
you
you
be
earned
entitled
that.
to a 6 foot guy plus that makes money?
How can I what, sorry?
So you could demand a guy that's 6 foot that makes money,
Yeah.
but I can't demand multiple checks.
You can demand whatever you like in this life, but stay single. This guy should just stay
See,
single.
that's the thing, right? She's judging. She's telling. It's like, no, he can't say what he wants, but she's giving him stipulation. If you demand it, stay single. No. How about if he said that? If you demand that, right? A man that's 6 foot and makes 6 figures, how about you stay single? Right? It's like, stay tuned because I'll be talking about the whole soft guy era, right? Because it's the perfect representation of women's hypocrisy.
Single.
Her standards are more important than mine, and you guys should take this as a lesson. This is how women think. Their standards always override yours. Don't fall for the bullshit. Always put your standards first because you're the one that's got to put the work in first. Here's the thing. If you're attractive enough, girls will accept you having other women.
I don't know what women you're referring to, but if you can find that, then, you know, hats off.
I already do.
What? Well, that's fantastic.
They
That's
accept it.
great.
They accept it. I had 3 girlfriends
I
at
don't
one
know
time.
a woman, 3 girlfriends at one time.
Yeah.
Do they all know about each other?
Yeah.
Do you think they respected you?
Yeah, they went to Disney World together. It was great.
Do you think they respect you as a man?
Absolutely.
Because a woman that respects
Because
her
they-
man isn't
because-
sharing her
because-
man with anybody.
Oh, no. It's actually quite on the contrary. A woman that respects her man understands that this is what he wants. I respect him this much. I will accept it.
That's delusional.
No, it's actually very realistic.
He does not respect women at all. No.
I would argue the woman that understands that she's with a guy that's successful, top of the, top tier, etc., she understands that she has to share him. That's extremely pragmatic. Actually the opposite of delusional. Because most women are delusional. They say, oh, I want a guy that's tall, charming, makes money, charismatic, in shape, strong,
God, I need to get my notepad out. This guy won't shut up.
entertaining, witty, all this other crap. Oh man, there's not many of these guys there. Oh, I found one. Oh, I want him to be loyal to me.
Yeah, but I think if you actually cared...
That's delusional. It comes back to supply and demand. If you find a guy that's 1 out of a million, right? And every other girl's looking for the same shit because you guys are not as special as you guys say you are.
Yeah.
What makes you think that guy's gonna be loyal to you when he has the pick of the litter? He is the special one in this regard.
This is the thing with why I say that women are the ones who have created the dating market that it is, right? Shit, sorry. That's the problem where women have created this dating market where top tier men, at least men that are tall, good looking, 6 figures, are so important, so desired. So that's why these men, right, become the players, the Chads, the Tyrones, the bad boys, because they're so desired. They're so good looking, they're tall, whatever attributes that they like. Women have given these men the power because they have made these men highly desirable. And then on the flip side, they complain that, oh wow, these men are not faithful. Really? Because, no duh. Because you have made these men so popular, practically majority of women want these men. So then, this is the thing where, how could you, this is the thing that women seem to not understand. How could you see that if you want practically every woman want this one man, right? One man out of a million. Why would you think that you're so special that he would just stay with you? That's the thing where women don't see that, it's the monsters that they created. Because it's not like, I've never seen a woman say, I value loyalty, I value commitment over everything. I don't care if you're 6 foot, 6 figures, whatever. I just want you to be loyal and commitment minded. Women never say that. What women do say is that I want you 6 foot. I want you 6 pack. I want you, 6 inches. I want you 6 figures and commitment and loyal. And so they just add more onto the most perfect guy that you can be. And that's the issue too. That's the issue too, because the more perfect that women make these men out to be, the more desired this man is. So that even more women want these unicorns. Because I've said this, even the most, let's say, loyal man can be, right? The man that's so in touch with his morals. If 1 million women are dying to be with him, even the most loyal man, the most committed man, that shit is hard. Nobody's perfect. Right? Nobody's perfect. So I cannot even blame that kind of man to cheat, to maybe, you know what, change his mind, shit like that, because nobody's perfect. When you are so desired, it is insane. It is insane. Because today, I just literally saw this guy. He was like, 6'6" or something? I guess okay looking. He looks young and stuff. There was a woman she was really trying to get with him, right? Really trying to get with him. He said he had a girlfriend. She said, "Oh, it don't matter, right? I'll still get with you." That's the thing. She was trying to give him. She was really pressuring, trying to give him her number. She was bent over backwards trying to get with this guy. That's the thing women don't understand. Even you imagine that on a bigger scale, where women are constantly doing that. Every hour, every day, every week, constantly. Well, unless you're God, unless you're perfect, no one can just withstand it forever.
I just really think that's true. I think
Supply and
you
demand.
meet your match, and if you ever met your match, you wouldn't go and have 3 girlfriends at once. And I don't agree that they would respect you. I think if you had any respect for women, which I know you don't value
I don't respect them
women.
as equal.
You don't respect them as equal. If
Definitely.
you had any respect for them at all,
I respect
you
them as
wouldn't
humans, of
have
course.
3 girlfriends.
Actually, I
at once.
respect them more than most guys because I think they should be protected and provided for. I
Yeah.
don't think they should work.
Yeah.
But
It's
for
not-
me to have that mindset, I must understand that they're not equal. Every guy that's attractive to women has this mindset. Like,
That's not true.
the most attractive men, we're all sexist. All of us. Because
There's being sexist and there's being
It's a good
completely
thing.
disrespectful. Did he really just say sexism is a good thing?
sexism is a good thing and women want it. I'm disrespectful for saying women need to protect and provide.
No, that's not disrespectful. I like
Oh,
that.
that
That's
part.
a great point.
Oh, pick and
Love
choose the
that.
disrespect. Here we go.
That's the thing, right? That's the part. That's the problem. That like, imagine this. So women always think back in the day, the men that provide and protect, right? The men that provide for women, where you can be purely stay-at-home wives, right? Do you not? How many times women have said these men were sexist and shit like that? This is the problem with women, and why I say the root problem comes back to women, because women are the problem. Women are the root of the problem, of practically any problem. They don't see the issue. They're willing to pick and choose, but that's not reality. Oh, I want a man that's 6 foot, charming, makes a lot of money, good in bed, knows how to talk to women, he's funny, he's loyal, he's moral, he's gonna be a good dad, he's gonna be a good husband, he only wants to be with me. He will every day he's really romantic. He's literally, you are creating a fantasy man. And that's the problem, right? That's the problem, where women don't see that you are this is why a lot of times men say women's standards are delusional, because you are pretty much all women create this dream of a man. But here's the thing, their dating history really does not reflect that. So it's surprising that women seem to never wake up from that dream. Because here's a woman she's pretty good looking, right? Still single. So really, your ideal, this magical man, yet you still can't find him.
Not the disrespect. That's not disrespectful.
See, she's going back on herself, guys. She's retreating now.
Disrespectful is having a relationship, having that commitment with someone, and then breaking that and having multiple women. If you want that lifestyle, like I said, by all means, go and have a great time. Like you said, you earned it. Just stay single. I don't think, and you know, the women that aren't accepting this, no offense, they obviously have very low self-worth, and very low self-respect for themselves. Because why would you tolerate that? Or you can go and get a man that is only going to be loyal to you. Maybe they just care about the money.
No, they're realistic.
Okay, realistically, gold diggers.
No, they're realistic in the sense where they understand I'm with a top tier guy. I know my place. I know other women are going to want him. I know he's going to be a man.
Do you not think
at the end of the
you'd
day, he loves me and he's going to come to me. The girls I'm with are realistic. They get it.
The women that he's with, they probably have some daddy issues. They've got some self-esteem issues there. They're constantly seeking validation in the wrong places. Would you not hold more value as a high value man, knowing that you can have any girl and you can have that, but not giving in? Would that not make you mentally stronger, physically more manly, that you don't give in to temptations? Men that can commit themselves and stay loyal to one person are the sexiest men in this world.
Here's the thing, right? Listen to that, right? Men that are commitment minded are the sexiest thing in this world. Here's the root of the problem. Women. They don't say, oh, also, he makes 6 figures. He's good looking. He's 6 foot. He's charming. All these things will make him the sexiest man in the world. Right? God damn it, why do I keep doing that? But that's the thing, where that's the problem with a lot of women. You're lying. There are a lot of chubby men, male men, average looking men, even below average looking men. You know, men that are under 6 foot. All this lower desired men that will be the most committed to you. The most. He will treasure you. He will worship the ground you walk on. That's the issue with a lot of women. There are men out there that will worship the ground you walk on. Yet you do not choose these men. So this woman who said, oh, commitment-minded men are the most sexiest men in the world. Really? Really? Because there are plenty of these sexiest men in the world then. Because there are men that would be absolutely committed to her. Absolutely. Like unbreakable. The issue is that she don't want these men. So really, if these men are so sexy, yet you don't want them, what does that say? It says that you're a liar. Right? It says that you're a liar. That, you know what? You are not telling the truth. You're not telling the whole truth. Like I said, oh, these men are the sexiest, right? They're commitment minded. But they also need to make over 6 figures, 6 foot tall, handsome, not socially awkward, charming, a good talker, athletic. So really, it's like she just forgets the rest of the list that that women hide. They say these things like, "Oh, I want a man that's respectful to women." Okay, great. There are plenty of men like that. Yeah, okay. I would say, how about that over there? The chubby guy over there. He's respectful. He is crazy respectful to women. Do you want him? No, he's ugly. He's chubby. You just said that's what you wanted. Oh, but I also want him to be like 6 foot. Make 6 figures, good looking, okay, then really it's like, don't just say one thing and make it seem like, oh, that's all you need, because it's not.
Would you hold value if you could bench 225 pounds?
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't. No one cares. That's the same exact thing with you asking, would you hold value as a man if you were able to not have sex with a bunch of girls? That's a ridiculous question.
It's not
because
ridiculous
we don't
question.
hold our value the same. You hold your value by not having sex with other people.
Yeah.
I demonstrate my value by being able to have sex with other girls.
I don't think we're going to agree on this topic.
You don't have to agree, but that's the reality of how men make select and how women make
Did
select.
you always have this mindset, or with money did you acquire this mindset?
Yeah, I've always said pretty much.
Since you were young, you've always just said, yeah, you know what, men should be able to just f around.
Yeah.
And you don't think that's disrespectful to your partner?
Not at all, because men have to earn their value. So therefore, if you've earned your value, it's on you how you want to spend that value. Women don't earn their value, so they can't dictate how you spend yours.
Toxic guy.
About a man's ability to provide security, and that security a lot of times contingent on how much
I
money they
think-
earn. All girls are gold diggers, some are just better at hiding the shovel. What do I mean by this? I mean, some girls are over it.
I will say that, right? This is one thing that I've always said, or I'm saying more and just letting people know that I necessarily don't say gold digger is a bad thing. I've said it. This is the natural. It's reality. Women care about money. Women care about the level you can provide. It is rare, I think, that a woman will stay with you when you're broke and stay with you until you're dead. I think that's rare. They will, yeah, if you're good looking enough, charming enough, funny enough, whatever, right? They will stay with you or they will get with you. But there will be a time where, you know what? I can't stay with this broke man anymore. It's a limited amount of time. So her gold digger shovel is smaller, but it's still there. Most women, to majority of women, to maybe even all women, they care about the level you can provide. That's it. That is reality. Like I said, they can compensate it with, like, let's say you're funny, you're charming, you're good looking. Yeah, you can compensate for that. But if you're forever poor and good looking, there's only it's a finite amount of time they can deal with it. So really, yes, the shovel is just smaller. She's not thinking about money for the first couple years, but that shovel will definitely be, it's there. So women, I don't say it's a bad thing. It's just how reality is. So for women to be gold diggers, it's life. We as men always have to spend money when it comes to women. Buying gifts, taking trips, paying the bills, paying for dates, paying for experiences, whatever. It's men's money is used.
About it saying, I only marry millionaires or I only date millionaires. Cool. Shovel's right there. Everyone can see it. Some girls got the little fucking small shovel where they say stupid shit like, oh, I want a man that's ambitious. I want a man that has a good mindset, that's a hard worker. That's still a gold digger to a degree because you're banking on potential. All girls are gold diggers. Some are just better at hiding the shovel guys. Women are like sports scouts. You go to a game, you see this guy, damn, this guy got potential. Okay. Some girls are willing to take a risk on that individual. Some are not, and they're like, no, I want him to be self-made and be ready to go when I get there. But the point is that all girls are gold diggers to a degree, and all girls care about a man's future.
I actually think he needs to date a man because he hates women so much. I know women that are happy being the breadwinners in their relationship.
Being the what?
Like they earn more money than their man.
They don't fuck that man no more.
But they do, and they have a healthy relationship, and that's just how they like their dynamic.
She don't respect him. She don't like him like that. She's probably talking to other guys.
Not all women are gold diggers. I know a lot of women that really just don't care about money these days.
Ugly girls don't care.
I honestly. Here's the thing. Like I said, for the women who say that they don't care about money, they will compensate that with the man having to be certain level good looking, certain level charming. And like I said, it is only a finite amount of time. I know women that, okay, if you want to be the bread earners, they will lose respect for a man. He's asking for money. She's paying the rent, or she's paying the mortgage, she's paying the bills, she's taking care of him. Unless you are in a relationship where it's like a sugar mama thing, I don't believe that this is a true relationship.
Care about money a lot of times. That's true. But who cares about them?
Wow.
I wish there was a fuck no for this.
Why?
Because women are useless friends. Remember I said women suck at everything? One of the things they suck at is being friends.
There we go again. I'm going back to my statement of you don't like women. I think if women didn't have vagina, would you even have any association with a woman?
No. Fantastic question.
Mm-hmm. So
That's
are you
a
gay?
no. That's a big no.
Would you just prefer to date men?
No. Because vaginas
But
are
you
great.
just seem like you like men so much more than women.
I understand where each gender has value. Conversation, making money, having...
Are we not having a great conversation right now?
I'm actually in pain. But we're making right?
Yo, that was Oh my god. Yo, that was my favorite part. That was my favorite part. Like, I 100% agree. I would be in pain. I would be in pain.
It can work.
Okay.
But it's okay. I have a high pain tolerance going to the gym. So
Okay, women have a higher pain tolerance than men, just saying.
That's
Keep
fantastic.
going.
Women don't have the same life experiences as men, so it's very difficult for them to identify what your masculine problems. Controversial take here. If you're not getting sexual access to a woman, you're not getting her best. Women can't serve two masters. So for you to get the best out of a woman, get that nurturing care, get that, that what I call high give a fuck attitude that women give, you have to be having sex with her and she has to respect you. If you're in a friend zone, by definition, she doesn't respect you.
I don't think that's a true statement at all. How can you not just... It's the same as just having a girl meet. It's like having a guy meet.
No.
You can have the same kind of conversations.
If
you
a
can
guy's
still
in a
talk-
friend zone by a woman,
Yeah.
she does not respect him.
Of course you can respect them.
When a woman friend zones you guys, it effectively means you are not sexually attractive to me and I do not want to procreate and or carry your lineage. Don't ever accept the friend zone. Go find another girl.
Okay, but she's not friend zoned him. They're just friends. They both made a mutual decision to be just
No.
friends.
She made the decision. He wants to smash.
I
If it's the
know.
other way around, cool. I'm cool with the guy having friends and he's choosing it. That's fine. But let's be honest here. That's rarely the case. It's always the woman is friends with the guy. He wants to sleep with her. She knows this, but she's able to siphon off utility from him. Oh, I'm able to have a guy I could talk to. Oh, I'm able to get this masculine energy. Oh, I'm able to get the boyfriend energy. It's basically you're able to have a boyfriend without fucking him. It's a win-win for women.
But
Which is
I
great.
have a
Do
great
it,
friend who I've had since I was 11, who is a male, who would never sleep with me, doesn't
Oh,
want to
really?
sleep with me. Yes.
If you called him at 2 a.m. and said, I'm drunk and horny, he would fuck you.
He 100% wouldn't fuck me.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ever. There's just never been that. I think because we grew up together from such a young age, there isn't.
I hope she tests it right there. Because on the Fresh and Fit thing, they do this sometimes where women who says this say, okay, call the man. Call him. Prove it. I hope she proves it.
An attraction. He's literally like my family.
No.
Yes.
No.
And he
See,
would never fuck me.
He would have given an opportunity.
He would never.
Women constantly think that their friendship and their company is more valuable than it really is. The reality is that most men wouldn't
Most
talk to
men
you guys.
value women though. You
No,
don't like
no.
us.
Most men would not talk to women if they didn't have vaginas.
That's also
an
not a
absolute
true
fact.
statement.
That's an absolute fact.
That is not a fact.
If there was no sex involved and there was no sexual access, we would not talk to y'all. We would play video games and hang out with our bros.
But women
We
play
chill.
video games.
Women suck in video games.
I'm fucking fantastic, actually.
Bro.
So let's stop
Oh
calling
my
me
God.
sucky. Women are great at
Okay,
things,
just because you might be good at something doesn't mean that a majority of women don't suck.
But just
Most
because
women
you're
suck.
good at something doesn't mean the majority of men don't suck.
What do you mean?
The majority of humans these days, unfortunately, suck.
All the top video game players are men. All the top chess players are men. All the top drivers are men. NASCAR drivers, etc. Formula One.
That's because it's a lot harder for women to get into the field because a few years ago we couldn't even work. Okay?
No.
Men dominate the world, we understand, naturally.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Women dominate the world.
No, they don't.
Women have more. Okay, name one right or privilege that men have that women don't, besides being able to have sex with a bunch of women without being judged.
Why are you pointing at me?
Name one right or privilege men have that women don't.
In this day and age, none.
Exactly. Women do run the world. Nowadays, especially.
The men do this and the men do that, and now all of a sudden women run the world. Make your mind up, mate.
I just understand that we're different. And
That's the thing. Women do run the world. The problem that women don't see is that how they do it is shitty. Because they put certain men at the top. Like I said, let's say the dating market wise. Women run the dating market, but they've been doing a piss poor job at it. They pedestalize these type of men, right? Men like Fresh and Fit, because the men that are charming, men that aren't socially awkward around women, men that are wealthy, men that are, I guess, good looking to other women. Women put these men at the top. So how could you blame how the dating market is, the landscape of it? How can you blame it when, or at least put the blame on men? Because women are the ones who dictate it, control it, mold it to what it is now. You think about this. the whole 3 or 4 thing, the whole things with women, and she's saying, "Oh, men have a lot of sex, or women give it out to a lot of men." This is the thing. They don't. They give it to the men that they find attractive. And like I said, women find a small percent of men attractive. It's just that a lot of women are having a lot of sex with these small group of men. That's the case. So like, let's say, hypothetically, a man like Myron, he's having sex with 10, 20, 30. I think he said his body count is in the couple hundreds. One man. And let me tell you this, as crazy as it sounds, that, you know, some people disagree with me, or they call me out like, oh, I must not know nothing about women. My body count is probably, I can't really think, I don't really keep track of it like that. Not because it's a high number, it's just that I'm not tallying every woman. It's under 10, right? I think I've had sex with different amount of women, probably under 10, probably like 7. I mean, if I had to think hard, it would take me a while, or try to remember, because some of it is like, I've had, let's see, I've had 4 girlfriends, all right? It's probably about 10, yeah, probably about 10. 4 girlfriends, and out of that, maybe about 5 sexual partners. So, is that much? I don't really think so. Definitely not comparative to this man. So that's the thing. That's the thing that women don't understand. Yeah, it's not, and I'm not having a crazy amount of access. So really, it's not so readily available, or, you know, women are not just giving out to every Tom, Dick, and Harry. No. Even when women are having a lot of sex, they're still having a lot of sex with a select few of men. Now, yes, you may not think a couple hundred, that's a lot, or a couple thousand, that's a lot, but the U.S. is made up of a couple million men. So
there's also
we
a
all
saying in
understand
Spanish,
that we're different.
the prettier you are, the quieter you are.
Wow.
In all the Latin world.
Are you Spanish?
No.
Or did you just obtain that because you hate women?
No. Well, it's actually funny. My girlfriend told me that as a phrase. So
Which one? Number 6?
She's number 1 now, but she was number 2 before.
Okay. She said she upgraded. I bet she feels great about that.
Yeah, hey, man.
Do you know what? As this day's gone on, it's just got worse and progressively worse and worse and worse. So they're all treated the same. They all get the same access to you.
If they're my main girl. But I have a very strict vetting phase. Yeah, it's not easy managing women.
How many mean girls do you have?
This is the thing, right? He does what he does, right? Women are fine with it. But that's the thing. I'm not saying that I'm anyone special. But here, you gotta think. This is the flip side. Okay? I want monogamy. I like monogamy. I like committed relationships. He doesn't. You see the 2 sides. He's highly desired. I'm not. It's just how it is, right? And I'm not complaining about that. That's reality. That is reality. This is the thing where I'd rather, you know what, talk about reality than deny it. It is reality that men like this is highly desired. Even though this woman is triggered by him, because he's not lying, he don't care if she likes him or not. But on the flip side, she's attracted to men like him, in the sense that his type, you know, his looks, his height, his financial wealth. She's attracted to men like him. She's just not attracted to men with his personality, with his bluntness. But because he's not trying to get with her, he don't need to lie. He don't need to put a facade. That's the thing where women seem to not understand, right? God damn it. See, this is the thing where I'm socially awkward. I'm not a good public speaker. I will repeat words because I guess it's a nervous tick in a way, but it is what it is. But what I was saying, shit, I forgot. That kind of just put me out of it. I'm just saying that women don't understand that. Oh, he lied to me. He put a facade. I mean, like, how would I know that he was lying? Because you have to look at the whole situation for what it is. Vet the men properly. Here's a man, let's say on the flip side that he did want to get with her in bed. But if you had took the time to vet him, to learn his history, his life, you will understand, oh wow, he's dated so many women. He's had really unstable relationships. He's had multiple girlfriends. All these things where, you know what? Maybe he's not commitment minded. Maybe he's not fit to be commitment minded. It takes a time. It takes process. It takes time. It takes the time to wait for the lies to crack. Wait for the lies so you can look through it. You know, wait for the lies to crumble. It takes time.
Have it once. Like, what do you think is like a healthy, obtainable amount for you? What could you tolerate in life?
It depends on the guy. Every man is different, has different tolerance levels. But I think having 1 to 3 main girls and then some side chicks, you know,
Do you see
that's
the
what
word
starts to get
main?
crazy.
Like, you know, when you go to a restaurant, you get side dishes, you get a main course, you get one. You get a few sides, you get one main. You can't say 1 to 3 main girls because you'll only get one main.
but
The
if
rest
you,
will be
hold on,
sides.
hold on. But if you go to the gym and you train hard, you're gonna want 2 mains.
No, I won't actually.
Yeah.
I'm not that. I'm not that hungry.
You need more calories.
Yeah, so just have one big main.
No.
Get a bigger woman.
2 mains.
Oh, no,
you
you
might
don't like
want,
them
you
either.
want chicken here, you want steak here, you went really hard in the gym, you need extra protein. Same thing. I can eat a lot. I put work in the gym, unlike these fat hoes.
I really admire the way that you can make anything make sense in your head. I love that about you.
I think it makes a lot of sense for
I
anyone.
love that about you.
Because men operate in a meritocracy.
Because I just talked about women and you went, yeah, but I like chicken and steak. This is a lot. These are human beings. They are treasured, beautiful souls, and you're just
This is like, this is the delusion of women. I'm not saying that this is an absolute fact, but a woman like this, she will, supposedly human beings are treasured souls and stuff. Women like this will look down, will snirk, will not even look in the direction of men that are unattractive, men that are socially awkward, the geeks, the nerds, the chubby guys, all men that are just below average to average. How treasured are you treasuring these souls? I just think women are ridiculous when they make out to like be so humane, so humanitarian, such a Mother Teresa kind of thing, but yet you could give a shit about these people.
See how you can't. Oh, you know what? I think you'd love it more if I was sat here and I had a penis.
Well, we'd have a more rational conversation versus you and your feelings. But,
I'm not in my feelings.
I'm
not in my feelings. I'm actually really enjoying this. I think it's really great.
Here's my thing. I just speak from a very matter-of-fact standpoint. What I'm saying is that as a man, if you go out there and conquer the world, you're going to get hungry and you're going to want multiple chicks. It just comes down to, do you have the value to be able to do it and pull it off? Most guys don't, so they got to sit there and be like, I'm monogamous. But most guys don't want to be monogamous. If you're a guy, you're attractive, you got your shit together, maybe you're religious or whatever, and you're like, I'm going to be monogamous because of my religion, fantastic. You made that choice. What I have an issue with is when guys are sitting there being monogamous because their girl tells them, if you cheat, I'll cut your dick off. Man, I wish my girl would try to tell me some shit like that. Happy wife, happy life. Can lie.
That is actually so true.
It's happy king, happy kingdom is how it works. So my thing is...
Did you make that phrase up for you?
No.
I've never had that in my life.
You never heard that?
You went, let me see how I can turn this to a manly thing. And then you just made your own catchphrase.
Men lead, women follow. That's how it's got to be.
I agree with that.
Women can't lead anything.
That's not true.
They suck as politicians. They can't lead nothing. When they're CEOs of companies, they suck.
Yeah, because the men in power right now are doing a real great job.
You can't.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
That's a big fucking no. Hell no.
Why?
Because it's a very submissive thing to do.
What do you mean? It's 2?
Right now, 1.
1, and
Yeah.
how many sides?
Oh, shit.
A few, yeah?
Yeah.
So there's a few going on. So you've got a few people pleasuring you, yeah? And also you can step out at any point and go and get it elsewhere too.
Yeah.
If you want this woman to be loyal to you and exclusive to you and you're the only person giving her pleasure, do you not think you should pleasure her in every single way?
No. We don't lick vaginas over here.
He thinks pleasuring a woman
I mean, that's if I've had an episode where we talk about this, so I'm not.
As being inferior. Imagine if you got a
What?
girlfriend. That's not true. I
Yeah,
don't
women
know
don't want
about
social
social status. No.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. Let's have fun with this.
Okay.
Let's say we met, right? We met in London, and you find me attractive. I'm like, oh, I'm throwing a party. Like, I'd love for you to come. Bring some of your girlfriends. It's gonna be awesome. And you're like, cool, yeah, for sure. Two scenarios. You come to the party, right? First one. You show up, you and your girlfriends, and there's 50 dudes and like 3 girls. Are you staying?
No.
Okay. Switch it up. Show up to the party in the second scenario with you and your girlfriends. 50 girls, like 5 guys. Are you staying?
Yeah.
I wonder why. Social proof is important, isn't
It's
it?
not about social proof.
That is social proof.
Women feel more comfortable being in an environment full of women.
Okay.
If there's 50 men, I'm going to feel intimidated. I'm going to feel on edge, and I don't like that.
Okay.
That's not about social
But,
proof.
no. But see, here's the thing. Your ability to feel safe is rooted in social proof. The man being able to have a bunch of women there displays an ability of this guy has some kind of social semblance. This guy's
See,
able
I
to-
wouldn't have even thought of it like that. I would have been like, great,
Because
I can
women
dance with
live
women
life
all
on
day
easy
and have
mode.
drunk.
That part, I gotta say this, right? Women don't put critical thought into things. They don't. Especially on things that they don't care about. They're not putting like a whole serious amount of thought into anything. It's just natural. So yes, he's dissecting it and he's putting more critical thought into it, because it is true that for a man, let's say for a man to have a party, and he was able to get 50 women to his party, he has to be something special. He has to be something special. It wouldn't be that hard for you to get 50 men to a party, because these men will hopefully they want something, or they don't think it's like it wouldn't be that hard. But to get women to go to a party, and that many amount of women, I don't think that's that easy.
That's what I'm trying to say. See, women live life on easy mode. You don't even understand all the bits and pieces of work that go into men creating an
feel
environment
like-
for women to have fun. Like, this is what I mean when I say girls have zero concept of what it's like to be a man or to be attractive. And this is why we can have multiple chicks and you guys can't, because we have to do all the work. Like, that's
No,
not right there.
I think that's just you, because I think when everyone goes
You
home
proved
and
my
they
point.
go to sleep at night, you sit
You
there with
proved
a
my point
graph
just
and
now.
you dissect every scenario ever,
Yes.
and then you try and make it
Yes.
like bulletproof. When
Yes.
actually it's not that hard.
Men must do
You
the
make
work.
it harder than it needs to be.
Men have to do the work to be attractive to women.
He is thinking about that way too much.
Because it wasn't easy for him to get those 50 bitches at that
Were
day.
you ugly growing up?
What does that have to do
I'm
with
just
anything?
asking. Were you ugly growing up?
All right, I'll answer that in a second. Why is she asking me this fucking weird ass question about I was ugly growing up? All guys were, pretty much. See, this is what I mean when I say women only see like surface level of the work that men put in, right?
But
He had to improve himself. I heard that he was kind of chubby, so he had to put the work in. So that makes I think that puts more credence to his words, where he had to put in the work to get this where he is. Women didn't like him for who he was or what he looked like. He had to get to a certain level for women to be willing to be his side chick.
not
Like-
every man puts in this much effort or this much thought
The
behind
most
things.
attractive ones do, and this is how you get the girls. You have to put in all this effort. This is why a man that is attractive, it's like a superpower because it's so hard to get. You expect to just bang one girl after you learned all this shit? Hell no.
But you
And it
play
takes years
women
of
like we're a
mastering.
game. You play the relationships like it's a game.
Gotta teach
And
her.
then when you taught
Yeah,
her,
that's your
she's
job as a
probably
man.
going to leave you because she's going to realize that you're not actually that great.
Get it done, guys.
No.
No. If my girl can't get along with my mom, I know something's wrong with her. No, my mom comes first.
He's mommy's boy.
As much as you say I hate women and all these other things, it was my mom that awared me on all this stuff.
Wow.
And then she warned me that, hey, American women, Western women aren't going to stick with you through thick and thin. I
Yeah.
come from a Muslim background. My family's Sudanese. So it's a little bit different compared to Western culture.
The way he is makes a lot of sense when he talks about how his parents raised him and how his parents were growing up. What would you do if I went to prison for 2 years?
I'd have other chicks, and then I'd greet you on your way out.
What if I went to jail for you? So I was riding it for you, so you did something, I didn't snitch. But my one condition was that you had to be loyal to me.
I would tell you that's not how I show loyalty. I show loyalty by when you come out, you're never gonna work again.
But I'm saying to you, look, just I really want you to do this one thing for me. It's just to wait for me for 2 years.
You don't dictate those terms.
Wow. So you would never be loyal under any circumstance.
You're never gonna work again when you get out. That's more
But you're
important
still
than
going to
me
go
fucking
and
bitches.
have sex with people. It's not more important. I'd
That is
rather
more
a man
important.
be loyal to me than provide for me financially. I'll just snitch then.
Lie! Absolute lie! This is why it is hard to talk to women. Because they will lie to prove their point. Listen to that. It is more important to her. She's decent looking, right? It is more important to her for a man to be loyal to her than provide for her. So, in essence, he doesn't have to be a six-figure man. 50K is good enough, right? A man that can just provide for himself. As long as he's just loyal to her. Absolute crock of shit. Absolute utter lie. This is what I'm saying, right? Where women just, they need to be right. They need to be right. I would have more respect for a conversation with a woman where she sees the flaws in her logic. She sees the logic. She doesn't mind to be wrong.
You can go to jail and you won't have to fuck no one then, will you, mate? Actually, you'd probably enjoy that because there's men in prison. No women to deal with.
I didn't bust my ass to make this money and become successful and go to the gym to fuck one bitch. That's dumb.
Was your dad monogamous
That's
to your
dumb.
mum?
Yeah, because he was a brokey. He had to be.
If your dad cheated on your mum, how would you feel?
I'd applaud him. I'd be like, fuck yeah, you got your money up, man.
How do you think mum would feel?
You know what? She wouldn't leave. She's a real one. She would be like, damn, okay.
If it was continuous?
She wouldn't leave.
Do you think she'd be happy with the dynamics of that relationship though?
She knows how it is.
Okay. His mum is 100% leaving. She sounds like a great woman. She is not staying if he cheated on her.
Ridiculous. But no, he was monogamous to her, to my knowledge.
Because he knows the right way to be.
We could be full and still look at the menu. We're not like women, man. You guys, when you're with a man that you love and respect, you're like, oh, men are invisible and so
Literally,
loyal.
tunnel vision.
And so loyal.
Yeah.
We're not like that.
Well, learn to be.
Huh?
Learn. You learn how to do all these other cool
Okay, how about
tricks.
this? Learn
to
to
be
like a guy
loyal.
that's 5'1".
Happily.
Do you have one?
No.
Okay, there you go.
Don't try and throw another thing in the works.
Stop avoiding the question. This is what women do all the time. God damn it. When you learn to like 5'1" guys, I'll learn to be with one woman.
5'5", if he was 5'5".
Alright, well I get 5 women then.
Okay, but if he was 5'5", but he was everything that I've ever wanted in a man, yes, I would.
Everything she wanted in a man. Yes, she compensate for one thing. He has to be perfect in everything else. This is a thing where what is that there's this analogy, the story, right? Where a man goes into, let's say, a store where he could pick his, wife or whatever. First level is like a woman that has 50% of what you want. You kind of want to you want to check out the next level. So the second floor has 60% of what you want in a woman. You want to try it again. Okay, you go to the third floor. It has 70% of what you want in a woman. That's enough. He's good. 70% is good enough. While woman, she does the same thing. 70%? No, I'm gonna go to the next one. 80%? I don't think so. How about 90%? 90%. I don't think so. Boom, next one. Oh, that's it. No more. It's done. There's no man. So all options are gone. Women want a man that's like almost close to perfect. That is the delusion of so many women.
I would make that sacrifice, and I would say,
Okay, I'll make that sacrifice. 5 women. There's no way she'd be with a guy that's 5'5". She's lying about that too. Men of status have always had more than one woman. Every single time. Martin Luther King was smashing hoes.
Where did you get that one from?
And he did a bunch of stuff for civil
That is true.
rights. Great men always cheat.
I'm not saying that he's smashing a bunch of hoes. I'm saying that he was cheating or he was unfaithful to his, I think, his wife. So yeah, he wasn't faithful.
Man.
You should get that on a t-shirt.
I think I should actually. Great men
Great
cheat.
men cheat. Great men cheat. That's his slogan. Get it on a t-shirt. Fuck off with it. You're the only person who's going to buy it.
Churchill was probably smashing some hoes since we're here in London. He definitely was smashing some hoes. Probably Germans too. Can't even take herself seriously, guys. See?
What would you do if I proposed to you?
I would never get down on one knee.
Why would you never get down on one knee?
She wants the relationship for me. She wants the marriage for me. Why am I gonna get down on a knee? I'm the one that brings all the value.
But if it's
Women also, I believe, need to ask you on a date, not date. She needs to ask you to be her girlfriend, her boyfriend. Excuse me.
That is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard.
Absolutely.
A woman
Yeah.
needs to go into her masculine and ask you to be my partner.
Well, here's the thing. Women don't overtly do it. They always do it the sneaky way. What are we? Where do we stand? Etc. That is her basically asking you out. That's what I'm saying. It needs to get to that point where she's asking.
But do you see why they ask the man? Because the man leads the relationship. The man dictates the stage of the relationship. Hence, you guys have to ask us.
No. See, that is in an old world where women weren't. But nowadays, since we have feminism and we have all these bad habits from women, women need to ask for relationships, and I'll tell you why. They want to go to the club, they want to travel, they want to have guy friends, they want to do all this stupid shit, right? I have to have my...
Let's end on this, right? I'm trying to get off of that. This is the issue with, where I see his point. Where he's telling men to be, the woman must love you. She must want to be with you. Because you can't tell. You can ask for a relationship, but you don't know. I mean, you don't know if she wants to be with you. In general, men will, more often than likely, men will always want to be with a woman. They will always say yes. They always want the relationship. Most men will always want the relationship. Most women, you don't know if she wants the relationship with you. You don't. Even if she had sex with you, even if she spent time with you, she could just see with you as a sex buddy or just a friend. So to be sure that, okay, she wants you, yeah, she should be putting some signs that, okay, she wants this to lead to a relationship. So I get that point. I understand that, because you want the most proof that this is, she wants you. So yeah. It's I mean, there's still a bit more, but it's good enough for me. I hope you guys liked it. It was interesting. But I could see how she thinks is a lot of women think like that. Honestly, what she did on this, it's really poor. It's really poor. She's really illogical. Although she said she's not in her feelings, she was. She was triggered with her feelings. Just maybe not knowingly, but she was. How she answered, how she talked, it wasn't with logic. It was with her feelings. So she couldn't really counteract anything all that well. I mean, you tell me. Do you see any points that she made that was good? If you think there was, I would say this. At the end of the day, it will always be counteracted by the fact that women will choose men like this. Women will choose men with the high body counts because it's most likely the men with high body counts. They're charming. They're socially approved because they were able to get a lot of women. They choose these type of men. The men that are cocky, the men that are charming, the men that are good with women. Women choose these men. So really, at the end of the day, the crap she says means what? Anyway, I think that was interesting. What do you guys think? But check out my other videos. I hope you guys liked it. Please subscribe. Please like. I don't know. This has been a long video, so I don't know if people would watch it for this long. But if you did, thank you. Like I said, please subscribe. Please check out my other videos. Please like them. Comments are great. So yeah, that's it. Later, guys.